Identity Theft Nightmare Unveiled. Title: I accidentally became my own missing person case. About 6 years ago, I worked night shifts at a small hotel on the edge of town. It was the kind of place where nothing ever happened, until one Tuesday in November. At around 2:30 a.m., a guy walked into the lobby wearing a dark coat. He looked exhausted. He asked if we had any vacant rooms. I checked the system. We were nearly empty. "Sure," I said. "Just need an ID." The guy froze. Then he slowly pulled out a driver's license and handed it over. I looked down. The license had my name on it. My exact first and last name. My birthday. My address. My photo. I stared at it for several seconds, convinced I was having some kind of sleep-deprived hallucination. The man looked nervous. "Is something wrong?" he asked. I looked up at him. He looked nothing like me. Different age. Different height. Different everything. I asked where he got the license. He immediately grabbed it back. "Never mind," he said. Then he turned around and left. At this point I wasn't scared. I was mostly confused. I called my manager and told him what happened. He laughed and said someone was probably using a fake ID. That should have been the end of it. But the next morning I got a call from my mother. She was panicking. Apparently police had shown up at her house asking questions because I had been reported missing. By me. Someone had filed an online missing person report using my personal information. The report claimed I hadn't been seen in 3 days and might be in danger. The contact information on the report was fake. The police quickly realized I was alive when I answered my phone, but now everyone was confused. The weirdest part? The report had been filed just 1 hour before the man with my ID showed up at the hotel. Over the next few days, investigators uncovered what was happening. A group of identity thieves had stolen personal information from dozens of people through a data breach. Their scam was surprisingly clever. Create fake IDs. File false reports and paperwork using the victim's information. Cause confusion about the victim's identity. Use the chaos to open accounts and move money before anyone noticed. The guy who came into the hotel had apparently realized I was the real person whose identity he was carrying. When I stared at the license, he knew he'd made a mistake. The police eventually arrested several people connected to the scheme. But one detail still bothers me. During the investigation, officers recovered a notebook from one suspect. Inside were pages of names and personal information. Next to my name was a handwritten note. Met him. Nothing else. No explanation. No context. Just those 2 words. To this day, I have no idea whether the guy recognized me before he walked into the hotel, or whether he realized who I was only after handing me the ID. Either way, somewhere in a police evidence locker is a notebook proving that for a few minutes,